So Trump just recently declared that every Autopen signature from President Joe Biden has officially been eliminated, meaning that they have been voided, that they don't count for anything. And yeah, it's a pretty big deal. So 162 executive orders have been redacted due to the fact that this Autopen was basically utilizing Joe Biden's signature, where Joe Biden didn't even know what he was signing at all. He wasn't signing anything. It was just an automated signature using the president's signature to have executive orders signed, which is a very, very scary thing. And what's wild about this is that these aides in Joe Biden's cabinet basically had used this Autopen without clear documentation of how many times they were using it, and they didn't document this at all. Meanwhile, the American people were concerned about Joe Biden's mental health and his physical state with all of this happening. And, he doesn't even know what he's signing. He's not signing anything at all. People are just basically copying and pasting his signature onto documents. And so people are saying this could be one of the biggest constitutional scandals in American U.S. history. I mean, these people in Joe Biden's cabinet, where Joe Biden could barely even sign his own name for a lot of different things, they just took it and they copy and pasted his signature, and which brings up a lot of concerning questions about, oh my God, Joe Biden wasn't really officially running the country. And we all knew that. This guy was mentally obviously gone. I mean, he was gone when he entered, the presidency. We all knew that he was officially way too old to run the country. I mean, you could see with his body, his speech, his language patterns. I mean, it was all really, really bad. But the fact that the Trump administration has found over 162 documents that were being used by this Autopen signature in his cabinet is very, very, very bad. This leads to a spark of corruption. It leads to money laundering through taxpayer dollars. It's a huge, huge scandal. And this is scary, especially because it opens up the doors now to, this is the first time in American history that this has happened with the U.S. president. And it opens up the doors and the questions where, well, now the opposing party simply can get a dead man, a mentally dead man. He's not dead yet, but a man who barely can sign his own name, who's obviously mentally impaired. And you can use that guy to basically get him to sign whatever you want. And you can do things that are not in the best interest of the American people, but simply for the people that are surrounding Joe Biden and what they want out of Joe Biden. One of the most notable figures, actually, that were pardoned during this Autopen crisis with President Joe Biden was Dr. Anthony Fauci. And he received a full and unconditional pardon for any offenses at all, which is super vague. The fact that they don't go into what Anthony Fauci is being pardoned for tells you everything you need to know about why they're pardoning him in the first place. Simply, this guy was doing some corruption when it comes to COVID and lying to the American people, and there are emails to provide the evidence and show the fact that this guy was involved in some horrific crimes. But now Anthony Fauci's pardon has been voided due to President Donald Trump and canceling all the Autopen signatures from President Joe Biden, which begs the question, how much time will Anthony Fauci do if he's prosecuted? Should he be prosecuted for his crimes that he's committed during COVID? Will he see any jail time? So this is very scary. This is a very, very, very scary thing. It shows that clearly Joe Biden was a puppet and these people were controlling the strings. And it's unbelievable to see this happen in modern America. I mean, and the people fell for it. And clearly this guy was mentally unwell. He was not fit to serve our country. I'm not a guy who liked Joe Biden. I wasn't a guy that was a big fan of him, but it was just sad to see, what they're doing to this guy, basically propping him up on the stage when he physically and mentally was just unwell, and using him and his signature to forge illegal documents is just unbelievable. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. And let me know what you guys think. Thanks.